Aging well. It's something we all aspire to. But what does it really mean? Australian men and women have among the highest life expectancy in the world. But we want to live longer, better, avoid illness, be as active as we can for as long as we can. But how? We've spoken to the experts.
When Australians are asked a question about their health, 70% of them roughly have said they are healthy in their older age, which means that yes, we are doing something right and people are aging reasonably well. But there's about 30%, I suspect, who have not. There are many other things that we could be doing as a society and as professions and as individuals to be aging better.
Most people in old age experience some form of chronic health issues. The studies show over 50% of older people, meaning aged 65 and older, have multimorbidity. Multimorbidity refers to one's having one or more chronic health issues. And that multimorbidity increases as we get older.
We have fantastic healthcare in our country compared with many other countries. We do really well in improving specific health conditions for people, but as we get older, we have to combine that with our physical ability as well, and cognitive abilities may not be commensurate. We age reasonably well and with a reasonable quality of life up to a point, but then we might sort of fall off a cliff very quickly with increasing frailty and the number of conditions that we might have.
Our physical fitness decreases about 1% per year after 30 years of age. When we compare to when we are like 30 years old, if you are 70 years old, then already 40% decrease in muscle strength, endurance, and flexibility, and other things. So in order to maintain your fitness, we have to start exercise early. And then we try to maintain it, but still aging can decrease your fitness. But if you have higher fitness to start with, if decline occurs, still not to become the critical level.
I don't think there is a time when any action becomes too late. Any action at any age is fantastic. I mean, we've got good evidence from scientific work that improving frailty can also occur with physical exercise and other things in later age. But having said that, I think the greatest value is going to be in our younger years.
It's never too late. In fact, we can make changes to our diet that impact our gut health in just days. So, it's never too late to make changes. And even when it comes to our health, in months, we can actually improve our health through our diet. Over time, poor diet is linked with overweight and obesity, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and many cancers, which people are often not aware of.
Decrease in health causes many chronic diseases. For example, if you lose your muscle mass, which could lead to diabetes or cardiovascular disease or dementia. So it is very important for us to keep our muscle mass and muscle function. For example, if you cannot walk anymore, then you cannot do exercise, right? So then that can have a vicious cycle.
I think we hear a lot about healthy lifestyle, right? Nutritious, balanced diet, sleeping well, exercise regularly, maintain that you have healthy weight, don't smoke, you drink alcohol not excessively.
General recommendation is quite high. For example, you need to do 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity in a week. So it means that maybe you need to do maybe 20 to 30 minutes of exercise every day. But many people cannot meet that recommendation. So I would like to say, even for a very short period of time, let's say even 5 minutes of exercise you can do every day, that is good.
Diet becomes the next important issue. And again, it's a question of whether we're able to access good diets or not. That's another discussion. But ideally, having a diet which is more close to a Mediterranean diet, with pulses and grains, etc., less of red meat and processed foods, higher amounts of fish, less of alcohol, small amounts of alcohol maybe, but not a huge amount of alcohol.
We need to be getting our 2 serves of fruit, our 5 serves of veggies, our whole grains in every day. We need to be getting healthy fats in. We need to be having legumes. We need to be having fish and seafood because that actually also reduces the risk of chronic disease. And of course, we need to be, making sure we get a healthy balance and all those different colourful plant foods into our diet.
I think social connection starts to become really, really important to help us live a really good life in our later years. Being socially isolated as you get older has its own health consequences. So the risk of cardiac disease and other conditions becomes greater as you're socially isolated. As I head into my 60s, my thought is, well, I'm actively engaged in work at the moment. I'm contributing to things that I enjoy doing, to a community that I enjoy working with.
When people have a sense of a connection with other people, not just families, beyond the family circle, there will be more opportunities to have healthier lifestyle. So I think these are really important in our life.